There we
we
go. We're turning on recording, and when Darlene joins us, I'll let her in. Sandra, can you make sure she finds us? Okay, so moving on. What we're going to do tonight, oh, by the way, you were invited because the person who invited you respects you and wants you to know what we're up to. So that's why you're here. So tonight's going to be relaxed and fun. You don't have to buy, you don't have to sign up for anything. We're just going to share some quick information and some stories. We hope you enjoy listening, and perhaps you'll think of someone in your life needing to hear this message. So we really appreciate you coming. So to kick it off, I'd like to ask you all a question. Would you agree that being healthy today can be challenging? Happy and healthy. Yeah, exactly. We'd all love to look good. We want to live a long life. We all want to feel good. We all have that in common, right? I know I do. How about you? Yeah.
Thank you.
We know it's our job to try and to make this happen, but unfortunately, it can be complicated at times. So that's something to keep in mind. It even can be confusing. You see a lot of things, a lot of different stories, and you don't know who to believe. That's where we come in. We'd like to introduce you to a movement called the Healthy Living Revolution. And you'll see that Anton and Cheryl and I, along with thousands of others, are in a unique community where together we're going to take our health back in ways that are both simple, doable, and even fun, which is good. So the goal of the Healthy Living Revolution is to come alongside families who want better health. Oh, sorry. Sandra, can you get Darlene? Meet them in the middle. And, sorry, I've lost here. Meet them where they're at, sorry, and empower positive changes along the way. So let me take you through 3 doorways that we use to inspire healthy living around the world. The first is we're going to talk about some free resources available to you. The second, we're going to talk about some nutritional support available to you. And third, the organization that makes all this possible. So let's start with freebies because everybody loves the freebies. The team at the Healthy Living Revolution has created a selection of fantastic resources for families to use. We have a cookbook of clean and easy recipes, short webinars, and trending health topics, a home fitness series, and our Start Strong program. Now, it's designed to raise a generation of active, healthy children with a positive body image and good nutritional habits. So that might be important to you, Tantalii, with your kids. So you might want to look at these free resources online, and the person who invited you here today will share that link to the Healthy Revolution website with you. So that would be Anton. The second way we're committed to helping others is through nutritional support, which is the foundation of good health. We have to flood our bodies with the most important foods we could ever eat. These are raw fruits, vegetables, and berries. Those are the 3 things you need to eat. These are not only just good for you, they're actually absolutely critical for you. We're supposed to eat a wide variety, say 9 to 13 servings every day, but almost no one does. A serving is about this big. How many on this call ate 9 to 13 servings yesterday? Hands up. No? Yeah, it's pretty tough to do, isn't it? Think about it. How many days in the past week have you done 9 to 13 servings? Okay? Even the best eaters need help. And that's why we're so thankful to offer the nutritional support of something called Juice Plus. So let's talk a little bit more about what is Juice Plus. So Juice Plus is over 30 different raw, vine-ripened whole foods. It's non-GMO and NSF certified to be pure. I love to call it a salad in a capsule. And here is what the capsules look like. This one is actually the berry and the veggie. So you can see what they look like. And these capsules can twist, open up, and put in food. So they can be used for our babies all the way to the elderly who might not be able to take the capsule. We can put it in their food, mix it in, we can put it in shakes, very convenient. They also come in gummies, and the gummies look like this. This one is a fruit and a berry. We've got both, or sorry, a veggie and a fruit. This is the fruit, this is the veggie. Now the gummies are very tasty. They're also very good little treats for whoever wants to eat them. So they're my boyfriend's, and he tends to share them with me when I need a snack. All right. So our fruits, vegetables, and berries are completely vine ripened. That's important to the process. How many have gone to the grocery store lately and seen bananas that are green or strawberries that are green? And then you bring them home, and especially the strawberries, what do they taste like? Crap, right? They're just not very good. And it's all because they're not vine ripened. They're ripened in shipping or after they even get here, and you lose a lot of the nutrition that way because it's not fully developed. So with Juice Plus, they vine ripen everything before it becomes put into the capsule, so you're getting that full nutrition. The fruits and vegetables are ground up. This is better than simply juicing because what goes in it is the peels, the leaves, the seeds, every bit of it. So you get all that fiber, which is really good for your nutrition. How many know that, for example, in the orange, the peel has 80% of the vitamin C? So guess what? Now with Juice Plus, you're getting that because that gets included. And that goes for the other fruits as well. It is slow dried at low temperatures, preserving the live nutrients, and then put into the capsules and chewables that I showed you a minute ago. So I'm going to show you these. This is where these are really ground up fruits and vegetables. I know they don't look like it, but they are. All right. Here's what I love about Juice Plus. It's scientifically proven. It's the most researched nutritional product with 30, actually it's more than 38 now, it's over 40 published health studies in peer-reviewed medical journals, with several more on the way in the near future. And by the way, my daughter looked at those studies, and she's a researcher and said that yes, they are very good studies in terms of how they're conducted. It's food and not a vitamin. This is a nutritional label. I'm going to show you the label. Take a look close. Anybody see any warning labels? No. Anybody see a food label? Yes. So I'm going to read it to you because the writing's pretty small and we're all blind at our age. At least I am. It has, this one is the berry, and in it there's raspberries, cranberries, blackberries, artichoke, bilberry, pomegranate, elderberry, cocoa, blueberry, Concord grape, and black currant. Anything in there you guys don't recognize? No. And that's good for your body. Unlike when you're taking vitamins, which have things in them your body might not recognize or know what to do with, this, your body knows what to do with. It's fruits and vegetables of the colors of the rainbow. That's what we need. Okay. And by the way, the label you just saw is the same one you'll see on a bag of frozen vegetables if you go to the grocery store. It's truly food and raw food because it has that label. Even the government says so. Okay, Juice Plus is safe for people of all ages. We call it the jokingly womb to tomb product. So that means you can give it to babies, you can give it to pregnant women, you can give it to the elderly. Everybody can take the product. Along with the Juice Plus fruit and vegetable and berry capsules, we have also some other exciting products I want to talk about.
Good girl, good girl.
The first is the Omega Blend. Oh. Sorry, I just want to mute you all. Okay, there. First is the Juice Plus, the Omega Blend. Here it is. And isn't it a pretty color? It's clear, orange, and it tastes good. Unlike the fish oil, this is not fish. We go straight to the LJ, skipping the fish to make this capsule. And if you have somebody who can't take capsules, you can, whoops, I dropped it, put a pin in it and squeeze it into their mouth, and it tastes like a creamsicle. So they're really good tasting omegas. So one of the differences is it's 6 plant sources. That makes it both sustainable and safe. They contain also a spectrum of naturally occurring omegas, number 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9. And these oils are encapsulated in a brand new low temperature technology, so none of the delicate oils in the capsules are damaged when creating the what do you call it, capsule. Why do we want omegas? Well, they're good for your heart, your brain, your joints, your skin, your eyes. All of these things benefit from taking the omegas. Next is our chocolate and vanilla complete. There we go. They come in big bags like this or little packets, depending on what you prefer. But basically, let's talk a little bit about them. They're vegan, they're gluten-free, they're whole food protein, they've got fiber, amino acids in them, fruits and vegetables, and you can make them into a shake. Or if you're like me, you throw some stuff off your tower garden, which we're going to talk about in a minute, some veggies in the blender, and you mix something up that's healthy with more added veggies. This is great as a quick breakfast, a post-workout recovery, or just a healthy snack if you get hungry in the middle of the day. The flavors are Dutch chocolate and French vanilla, as I showed you earlier. And of course, if you're a chocolate lover like me, there's a cookbook online to allow you to make chocolate treats and all sorts of other things, so please check that out. And by the way, that's free. So if you want to know how to get there, ask us or ask whoever invited you here. We also have another program called Shred 10. Oh, sorry, let's show you the Tower Garden first. Oh, and the complete bars. I haven't finished yet. One other complete product that I didn't talk about is the bars. So most of you guys are busy people, and sometimes you don't have time to, make a meal. And you're hungry, and you're out and about, and what do we all do is grab a chocolate bar. Well, how good is that for you? Having one of these in your car is awesome. You can, or your purse, you can pull it out, you can eat it anywhere, and you know you're eating fruits and vegetables and not chocolate. And guess what? They do have a chocolate flavor for those of us who like chocolate. It's called Big and Dark Chocolate. The other one is called Seeds and Fruits. So there's 2 different types depending on your likes. But again, high in fiber, lots of good in those. All right, let's talk about the Tower Garden. I'm going to show you mine. Can you see it? I'm going to go a little farther away so you might be able to see more of it. Oh, I'm knocking things. I don't have a portable computer here, so can you see the tower or not? In the background? I'm in the way now, aren't I?
Yeah, we can see it.
You can see it?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. How many people have seen a Tower Garden before? Hands up. How many people have one? Hands up.
Come on, Anton.
That's my favorite product. The Tower Garden is amazing. It's my new toy. I grow all sorts of things. My latest endeavor was to grow strawberries, and I managed to do the transfer from one to the other. I'm proud of myself because I am not a gardener. I'm the silk plant woman of the world. So if I can grow, anybody can grow with the Tower Garden. It's true. So the nice thing about the Tower Garden is you plug it in, it waters itself. There's no dirt. You don't have to worry about dirt at all. It uses 98% less water and 10% less space, grows 3 times faster than a regular garden. I could go on and on. There's so many benefits to owning a tower, walking over, grabbing a leaf, no soggy lettuce anymore. I love that. Able to pick my own, like I picked tonight. Here's some produce. Got my own tomatoes off it. You can always go and just grab what you want from it and eat. That's the beauty of a tower. They're awesome. So anyway, if you want to find more about that, talk to the person who invited you, and I'm sure they'll be happy to share some more information. Moving on, I want to talk about the Shred 10. This is a It's a 4-month program, but it's got a 10-day jump start starting on November the 2nd. So if you're interested, we got one coming up. This helps people jumpstart their health in a really fun and supportive community. You can check it out at www.shred10.com to learn more. This is for people who want to take control of their health and get results fast. You probably have people asking you about it if you're on it, because you'll look and you'll feel amazing. That's the reason we do it. It also cleanses us, which is also good to do once in a while, but it's a natural cleanse, not like some of the other cleanses on the market. We also have something called Healthy Starts. So what Healthy Starts is for children under 18 and for post-secondary students that are in university under 25. And it gets the product free for your child for up to 4 years. So what does that mean? Well, if I bought this as an adult, I could get the same thing for my child for free. All I have to do is fill out a few surveys throughout the year, and it's a really good deal. If I was to buy this as an adult, the trio we call this. The other one was the duo. Sorry, the duo's this one. So if I was to buy the trio or the duo, I can get it for free for a kid. What can the kid get? Well, they can get the capsules, or they can get for free the gummies. So if you have a child, they might like the gummies, and it's a healthy way to get fruits and vegetables into them and keep them healthy, not getting COVID, hopefully, and not going sick with the flu and the other things that come out this time of year. So Healthy Starts is a good way and a free way for adults to benefit our kids. Not many programs like that. We're now going to turn it over to a few stories, and we're going to start with Anton first. Anton, could you tell a little bit of a story about why Juice Plus and what it's done for you, please? You can unmute yourself, or
Okay,
there you
go. So yeah, as I said before, as some people already know, Diana and I met at a different company, but she knew about some of the, I guess like you call them ailments. I was having trouble sleeping and definitely had very poor energy back when I was working for the other company, and even up until recently. I also have migraines ever since I can remember. So she knew about those, and after attending her intro session and some more sessions, we talked, and I thought, it was a pretty good idea just to try it on myself. I mean, it's just natural products, so it's not going to do me any harm, and so might as well try it. So I did, and it did have a positive impact for sure on my health. I feel like my migraines are still there, but the frequency has been reduced. I can't really put a number to it, but I can definitely see that I'm using less medication than I used to. And sometimes if I feel the pain coming in the back of my head, for example, I may drink coffee or something, and it would go away, which really never happened. In like the last 15 years, it never happened. So, and that coffee effect, for example, came into in existence about maybe about 2 weeks after I started using Juice Plus, which is pretty quick, I would say. But I think the biggest two reasons that I could say the biggest positive impact that it had on my life was I guess the feeling of kind of a dread, maybe depressive kind of feeling. It definitely helped me reduce that. Not to mention sleeping is a huge improvement in sleeping. And so the duration, I'm a person who needs way more than 6 hours of sleep. Probably 8 or more is a good amount for me. And for years I would wake up after maybe 6 hours and I couldn't go to bed. Couldn't fall asleep again. When I was in high school, though, no problem. Just going back to bed and falling asleep, it was not a problem. But the last 5 or so years, it was just pretty much a nightmare because and this doesn't really matter if it's on a work day or a weekday. I would wake up and after a while, I wasn't able to go back to sleep. And I feel like, yeah, sleep it's not everything in life, but it's definitely a huge thing in my life. You need rest, and I did not have that rest, and as a result, it was really felt terrible and kind of a zombie and kind of a half sleep kind of feeling pretty much throughout the day. So I don't have to take, for example, melatonin. I still do a little bit from time to time, but with Juice Plus, I've noticed that that's almost 100% of the time. I wake up, maybe go to the washroom, come back, and I'm asleep again. So it does have an effect on me. As an add-on, I did convince my mom to try it as well, and she's also a migraine sufferer, and she also seems to be consuming less medication as well. So that's to me, that's a big deal. So
Awesome.
that's pretty much my story.
That's amazing story. Thank you, Anton. One of the best I've heard in a long time. Woohoo!
Thank you.
And now we're going to turn it over to Cheryl to share her story.
Hi. I just wanted to thank Deanna for bringing me into the Juice Plus family. I have to read off of a paper here, so
Okay.
so it's going to sound like I'm reading an essay because I kind of am. But thank you, Deanna, for bringing me into the Juice Plus family. I reluctantly started taking Juice Plus after speaking with Deanna a few times and listening to her success story with it. At that time, I was struggling with a lot of like menopausal symptoms, such as I was getting, I had trouble falling asleep, general weakness, depression, weight gain around my midsection, and and I know I said in the last paragraph that I was reluctant, and I was reluctant to spend another dollar on a product that either wasn't going to work or that I was only going to take half the time and put half effort into it and have it sit there. Hey, Sharon. And I just didn't want to blow my money on something that, like I said, I either wasn't going to take half the time or that wouldn't work. But I'm glad that I gave it a try. Deanna and I had spoke, and her charming personality came through with her success story, and she said, try it. And she wasn't pushing it. She was just listening to me with what was going on in my world and in my body. And she suggested a solution. And that's what I'm about, is solution. But doing things consistently is something that I've struggled with. Like I said, I didn't want to buy this and then take it half the time. So it's helped me become a little bit more consistent because I'm feeling and I'm seeing results. So being consistent is easier now. It's easier to get up and go to the gym. It's easier for me to fall asleep. And I'm feeling better about myself. Now I lost my place. Consistency plus had made it easier. And I also suffer from depression, and now that we have no sun, it's even harder for me. But having the Juice Plus is making it a little bit easier this time around to go through this this phase of my year. I'm still taking my antidepressant, and I don't plan on going off of it, to be honest with you, at this point. But I know that the Juice Plus is part of my healthy lifestyle now. And it's become easier to go through this menopause thing. And you know, that's really all I have to say about it, is that, you know, I don't expect great miracles, but I certainly do expect to live well. And that's what I'm being allowed to do now, is to live well. So thank you for letting me share.
Oh, that's amazing, Cheryl. Thank you for your amazing story. Wow, tonight's the night of amazing stories. Now, we're going to run out of time here. So, Sandra, could you give a really quick business story? I'm going to transfer it to Sandra for a minute.
No worries. Thanks, you guys, so much for sharing your story. This is my favorite part of the night. Is I love just hearing how one simple change in your life can make such a difference, right? And sometimes you just never know until you try it. So my job tonight is to share the business with you. And I think that what I'm going to do is just give you...
She froze now. Uh-oh. I'll take back over. I'll give a very quick business story here because we've lost Sandra. And if we run out of time, guys, just come back here. I'll create another meeting and send out another link in Deanna's team chat, and I'll send it to you as well. Oh, Sandra's back now. Go ahead.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I had a sign saying unstable connection. So anyways, I'll go quick. I joined the business it's been almost 5 years. And at the time, I can relate to you, Cheryl. I was definitely depressed. I worked from home. I felt isolated. And it was actually the products were secondary for me. I didn't really understand the need for more fruits and vegetables. I thought I'd rather just eat them. But really, it was thanks to my friend Theresa, who's on here tonight. And I saw her posting some stuff on Facebook. I mean, honestly, I just loved the community. I loved all the fun that they were having. I loved the events that they were going to. They always looked happy. And I'm a very extremely social person, apparently. So I was really lacking that. So anyways, fast forward, I joined the business, and you know, the products spoke for themselves. Once I started taking them, definitely I noticed in my depression as well. It was definitely more stable, less sickness in the household. But really what it is for me is definitely the community, because even once COVID hit, I was like, oh my gosh, but this community actually just helped pull me through, because it was definitely a chance where the depression could have hit really hard. And we couldn't be in social gatherings together, but this community, we could still do a lot online. And I knew that I could rely on my buddies. And now I've actually, the income that we made just helped bridge the financial gap. Not only does it help bridge the fruits and veggie gap in our diet, but I was like, actually, this bridges the financial gap that we were starting to feel. So that's a really quick story of the business.
Right. And Theresa, can you do the same? A really quick story?
Really, really quick. Hi, everyone. I love the stories too. And, you know, 14 years ago, I was introduced to Juice Plus, and I honestly was not looking for a business, but I was looking for a discount for our family. So what happened for me is I immediately fell in love with the education and the community the company provided. I was learning so much about health and personal growth that I couldn't get enough. I felt like I was becoming a better human. And so I naturally just started to share my excitement about the products and the business, and my team started to grow. And at that time, I worked my casual job, mostly for the benefits, as my husband was self-employed, and I was trading for hours for dollars. And I would literally count them down, and I didn't always have enough. And I realized I wasn't in control. And this business showed me a different way that I could do this alongside of raising my family and fulfilling a passion to make a difference in so many. I now have a strong monthly residual income, a full benefits program, and a tuition program for my family. And during all of these uncertain times, nothing has changed for me. And our team stands proud as a national marketing director team. And I promise you, if I can do this, anybody can do this. So thanks for listening. That was super quick.
Way to go. That's nice stories. Thank you, Sandra and Theresa. Just a couple things. If you sign up for the business, anyone over 18 can do so, $52 a year. There's benefits at the highest level. There's commissions, bonuses. I mean, lots of great stuff with the company. Just want to share a bit of that. Another thing is you don't have to hold inventory. It ships direct to your customers. All you need to do is sell. So it's a very simple business, been around for 50 years. The guy who founded it is still at the helm. So that's a very quick overview of the business, but if you want more details, talk to us and we'll make sure you get those. It is an exciting business and it pays well. Want to wrap up tonight. Thank you again for joining us. We're excited to network with two types of people. People ready to take the next step in their health, whether it's to check out our free resources, make life easier by adding Juice Plus into your diet. It only costs a few dollars a day, in fact, less than a cup of coffee. The kids, of course, can get it for free. It's the simplest, most convenient, and affordable way to get massive amounts of nutrition into the lives of busy families. The second is anyone wanting to earn a stable income in order to expand their options while making a difference. The Freedom Revolution gives parents the financial peace of mind to choose mom and dad care instead of daycare, hardworking professionals to have the choice to build their own dreams instead of someone else's. College kids could build a side gig to help pay for school without having to go out and get a job. Empty nesters like me can increase your retirement income.